Hi, my name is Emily McAdoo, and I chose to pursue a career in nursing. I currently work at McBride Orthopedic Hospital as a nurse aide and am enrolled at the OU Health Sciences Center in the nursing program. I chose to interview somebody that I currently work with. She is a registered nurse at McBride, and she is passionate about her job. She's someone that I strive to be like. Her name is Kayla Lunsford. Kayla went to school at the OU Health Sciences Center and obtained a bachelor's degree in health and exercise science. She decided she wanted to be a nurse, so she went to OCCC to get her associates in nursing. With that, she began work at St. Anthony's on the neuroscience floor. While working, she obtained a bachelor's degree in nursing from SWOSU. After 5 years at St. Anthony's, she had a friend that worked at McBride, and she recommended that Kayla apply there. Kayla got the job, and she's been currently working for McBride for a little over 3 years. To become a nurse, there are quite a few prerequisites needed, either an associate's or a bachelor's degree from an accredited program. Within your nursing programs, you will have sets of clinicals to go to in different specialties of nursing. You will also need a valid Oklahoma or multi-state nursing license, which you can obtain after passing your NCLEX or your nursing boards. When hired on somewhere, most nurses have to take an ALS or CPR class and have 6 weeks of orientation. While most employees want nurses with experience, there are a few that will hire a brand new nurse. Kayla's advice was to work as an NA prior to entering nursing school and to take the nursing job that is given to you as a new nurse. Experience is experience, and any little bit will help with a future job. I asked Kayla what the biggest asset to being a nurse would be, and she said communication. As a nurse, you're having to communicate effectively to your patients and their family members. You communicate with your nurse aides and other nurses all throughout your shift. You also will have to know how to communicate appropriately to the PAs and the doctors of the patients you're taking care of. Other assets needed would include working good under pressure and in high-stress environments, good time management, and good listening skills. The salary for nurses in Oklahoma range anywhere from $22 to $48 an hour. An entry-level nurse will generally make around $22 an hour. The more experience you have, the more you will make. Also, someone that works in the NICU will make more than someone that works in an acute care. Because of the acuity of the patients, it would be higher in the NICU. With nursing, there are many ways to obtain a higher position in this field. To become an LPN, it takes only 13 months. As an LPN, you cannot start an IV, you cannot do an assessment on a new surgery patient, and you cannot give any injections. If you're an LPN and you go back to school to become an RN, it takes about 12 to 18 months, but most of it can be done online. After being a nurse for about 3 to 5 years, most hospitals would consider you for a charge position if it was to become available. A charge nurse is responsible for supervising and assisting the nurses responsible for their unit. Anytime after being a nurse for 6 or more years, you would be considered for house supervisor position. A house supervisor is responsible for making administrative decisions, directing patient care, and arranging your staff schedules. Just because you've been a nurse for a long time doesn't mean you have to assume the position of a charge nurse or a house supervisor. It just means that those are now available. After you're an RN, you can do 2 more years, mostly online, to become a nurse practitioner. Nurse practitioners can prescribe medication, diagnose illnesses, and provide treatments. Nurse practitioners make around $51 an hour in Oklahoma. When I asked Kayla what she liked and disliked about her job, she said the number one thing for her is every single time she gets to go to work, she knows she is going to be helping somebody get better. She said that that is the most rewarding thing to her. Her major dislikes are the long shifts and being understaffed most of the time. There's always a need for more nurses, and at almost every hospital in the state of Oklahoma at this time. So advice for entering the nursing field, her main advice was to get into it first. Be an NA, go shadow another nurse, do different specialties so you know it's going to be something you love. This is a very tedious and it's a job that's going to take a lot from you, but it's also going to give you a lot. So just make sure it's something you want to do.